Morning. It's gotten to the point where I can't go out in public without having some sort of incident. I've grown so distant to the way the rest of the society functions. I don't know. I can only attribute it to that. I'll give you an example. I was out today doing more errands. I had to go to the post office once again. More paperwork. This time I was ready for them. Had the air conditioner cranked way up. Had the radio up. I was enjoying myself actually for a change. And I pull up and I go to make a right on red on this busy street. If you anything know about right on red, it means that you can make a right turn from your street to the 90 degree angle street that you're turning on. As such, because the light is red, I stop and I roll forward. As per the DMV, you stop first and then you roll forward. Well, when you do that, you enter the crosswalk. And I see the bike driving against the flow of traffic on the road I'm turning onto. Don't pay any attention to it. As I'm looking at the traffic to see if it's clear coming from my left, I'm looking at my left and not looking back at the one on the bike who is breaking the law and going against traffic. I suddenly hear boom, boom, boom on my tire. What the fuck? What the hell? I immediately turn around and I see an 8-foot, maybe 10-foot angry feminist on her bike kicking my tire. And I hear her screaming through my windshield and closed windows, my air-conditioned big SUV leather comfort. Get out of the road! Get out of the crosswalk! You're blocking the crosswalk! Which immediately set me off. I've had a hard week. A lot of stress this week. And I unleashed it on this woman. Rolled down the window. I said, you kick my tire. Of course, I wasn't this polite. I laced it with some epithets. I said, you kick my tire one more time, I'm going to come out there and beat your head in. And she started in again. You're in the crosswalk. And she was one of these bicyclists with the helmet and the mirrors and the reflectors on each handlebar. Do you know the kind that I'm talking about? Where biking is their life. They think they own the road. And how dare I drive cars and ruin their life? And she's in 100-degree heat. So the sweat's pouring off her. And she's monstrous, this woman. She's a classic Biden voter. Hair wasn't purple. I couldn't tell. It was under the helmet. But she was definitely of the Daughters of Sappho group, to put it mildly. And I said, you're going the wrong way. You're on the wrong side of the road. You're not supposed to ride through the crosswalk driving against traffic. You're in the wrong. And I saw her face change. Like, oh shit, he's right. In Arizona, when you're in a bike, you're considered a motor vehicle. And you have to stay with the flow of traffic. And when you get to a crosswalk, if you have to cross, you're supposed to get off your bike and walk your bike across the crosswalk. She was heading against traffic and was mad that I was in the crosswalk and therefore blocking her path across what is a green light. Because you understand, her light in front of her is green. It's me, it's just the red. So she felt I was in the wrong. But she immediately passed. And then as she rides off on her frickin' bicycle of doom, right? She's got the bumper sticker on the fender. I don't know what it says, but it was definitely liberal. Screaming as she goes. Yeah, blah, blah. I don't know what she said. And I said to myself, this is the 33% that are voting for Biden. This is the 33% that think Biden is doing a good job. She wasn't angry at me in the crosswalk, and I wasn't about to engage in a psychological discussion with her. She wasn't angry at me being like, you know what she was angry about? She was angry about herself, about being 100-degree heat on a bike and was blaming everybody else for the misfortunes that brought her to this point in her life. Me wasting fuel in a big car, of course, an older white male, which would have set her off even more. That's what she was angry about. And I just said to myself, this is why we're in the situation we're in. People like this. Frustrated, angry at their own hurt. And it's why Democrats make rules and laws constantly driving people into this state. Don't drive your vehicle. Don't drive an SUV. Don't drive gas guzzlers. Take a bike. Take an e-vehicle. Get angry at everybody. Expect less. Have lowered expectations about what life in America is supposed to be. It creates people like this who don't have any respect for the laws or don't care about them or don't understand them. And then anything that gets in their way, they just simply yell at. And this is why I say I can't function in this society. There's these 33% that are constantly angry about everything and everyone when really they're angry about themselves. How dare you get away driving that car? How dare you live like that? That's what it was all about. And when she realized, when I confronted her with facts, I saw the cognitive dissonance passed over her face. Like, oh yeah. But she didn't want to admit it. That's why she grumbled as she rode off. Rah, 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 rah. We got to move on. James